Wednesday is back. This is Courtney, the relationship mechanic. I am here to talk about Wives Wednesday. On Wives Wednesday, we talk about being the change that you want to see in your relationship. So it's not about what somebody else is doing, but it's the changes that you can make. So on Wives Wednesdays, we are looking at the woman in the mirror. Glad to be back talking to you all so you can share this with the wives that you all know. We are going to be here on YouTube. Thank you for taking the time to look at this video this evening. Today, we're going to be how we always talk about the husband's roles as the provider. Yes, in the scripture, you all can read that 1 Timothy 5 and 8. It talks about what the husband role is supposed to be to provide vision for the individuals there are in his household. But as women, we're supposed to be helpmates. In order to get that provision in your house, it says that your husband needs to be a leader. That means you need to be able to follow his direction and his vision for the family. And what does that mean as a helpmate? Let's talk about, I'm going to give you all 3 things that we need to do as women to make sure that we are helping our husbands be providers. And I reached way back into my mind about these lyrics that I could remember, and I was a little child, so I had to call my father to find out the actual name of this song because I couldn't remember it. But the name of this song is If You Think You're Lonely Now, and it's by Bobby Womack, and it was done in the early 80s. And the lyrics go a little something like this. She's always complaining about me never being at home, but when I'm there, I'm broke. She's telling me about the things her girlfriends got, what she ain't got, what she wants me to get out and get. But girl, I can't be at 2 places at one time. And the thing is, we play tug of war with our husband. We say go to work, then we say come home. We say go to work, then we say come home. And then he's left tired and confused. So he's really not sure what it is that we want. So let's think about it. Thing number 1 that we do self-sabotage. We have to change our habits to make sure we're receiving the things that we need, because we're really not clear a lot of times when we specify what is it we need, and that's called self-sabotaging behavior. So we got to make sure we cut out self-sabotaging behavior. And what that means is, I tell you, I want to start saving more. I want to start giving more. But at the same time, I'm still out shopping and buying more. So that means what I'm being provided, I'm putting it in different directions, not the things that I say are a priority and what I want. So we have to get our priorities together, ladies, so we're not self-sabotaging our own wants and desires. Number 2, ungrateful actions. How many times, not just out of your lips, have you said thank you or I appreciate, but out of your actions have you said I thank you and I appreciate? Are you willing to get up a little bit earlier to do something really nice for your mate? Are you willing to stay up a little later to do something nice for your mate? You give your mate this list of all of these things and requirements that they need to do to satisfy your needs and wants. But a relationship is about give, not give and take. It should be give, so neither person ever feels empty or actually totally drained. So if it's a give, one person is constantly pouring while the other person is pouring back. And that means there is never an empty glass on the table. Everybody always has something to receive. So a relationship is about give. So that means a relationship is about reciprocity. It's always going back and forth. Number 3, identify what your real treasure is. There are times in our life when we say the things that we want, but those are not our true treasures. So you have to really analyze your real treasure. In your relationship is the presence, the gift, the things, the stuff, the first priority? Or is the presence, the health, the time with your mate the presence that you require? So those are the things that you need to search. Go back and write a list of the top 5 things that you say you want, you need, you desire, and put them in separate categories. So you should have a top 5 of needs, you should have a top 5 of wants, you should have a top 5 of desires. And then determine, are they pulling against each other, or do these things work together? If they work together, they can stay on the list. The things that take away from something else on the list, those are self-sabotaging things, and you need to take those off the list. Then, women, you need to check yourselves. Next time your mate does something for you, check your actions. What did it say? If the world was mute, did your actions speak louder than the words that came out of your mouth? Number 3, really dig deep in your heart and find out who you really are, your real core, your real desires, your real wants out of a relationship. Are your wants in a relationship more about stuff, or is it really about the person that you're with? If that person could never provide another thing for you, would you be happy and still in that relationship? Thank you all for taking the time to look at Wives Wednesday, and I hope this makes a change for you to be better, to make your relationship better. So be the change that you want to see. Signing off, Courtney, Master Relationship Mechanic.